allow me to illuminate your situation. You sit here because of an innate awareness, a knowledge beyond words. It's been a constant companion, like a demon's whisper in the immaterial, an awareness of a rift in the Emperor's grand design. Is this truth that has guided your path to me, and it is this truth that binds us in the crucible of the Imperium's darkest secrets.
What truth?
You drink the blue paint and you awake in your cozy hab unit, believing the lies of Imperial records. Or you drink the red paint and fall into the real grim darkness of the far future, and it'll show you the twisted secrets of the warp have shown me. This is your last chance. There's no going back. It seems, my brothers, you have chosen wisely, because in today's video, we are going deep down that rabbit hole to uncover the biggest cover-up in the Primarch saga. What happened to Ferrus Manus' skull? Why is it so important? Why are we not being given the information on where it is and who has it? So let's jump in and let's get waffling. Now, just before you get too excited of going down this wet, wondrous hole, I just want to give a quick warning. This video is going to contain spoilers from the Siege of Terra series, specifically the End and the Death books. So if you're currently reading them and you don't want to be spoiled, then leave now. This is your first and only warning. Now, warnings aside, let's get on to the good stuff. Because when it comes to Ferrus Manus, he has something strange going on with him. Ferrus Manus was the official first Primarch to die, killed by his most beloved brother, Fulgrim. But also, Ferrus Manus was the first Primarch to return as well. We got a ghost Ferrus. Spirit Manus is official now in the lore. During the End and the Death Part 3, as Sanguinius was on the Vengeful Spirit, it was Ferrus Manus that appeared before him and basically led Sanguinius to Horus. He was speaking to him like, I'm dead, brother. Please avenge me, brother. Beat Horus, brother. We got Ferrus Manus officially returned to us. And before you start typing away down below about the Emperor of Mankind novel, Valrak, what about the webway when the Emperor summoned his so-called Legion of the Damned Army? Wasn't that Ferrus Manus leading it? I'm going to say no. I don't deal in if, buts, or maybes. I deal in absolutes. And I am absolutely certain the foil is correct when it says Ferrus first returned when he saw Sanguinius on the Vengeful Spirit, then led him to duel Horus. But this video is not about if Ferrus returned and where he returned. It's about the cover-up, the higher echelon of the Imperium covering up the biggest relic, one of the most sacred relics. It's the body of a Primarch, or in this case, the skull of Ferrus Manus, because we know during the End of the Death Part 3, when the Emperor actually slain Horus, Dawn and Valdor found the broken body of the Emperor. Dawn went into this chaotic temple and he brought back Ferrus Manus' skull. That is confirmation now. He took it to Terra, and now, where is it? Where is Ferrus' skull? This is the question we should all be asking, because I personally think this is the way to bring back Ferrus Manus. Now, hear me out. Before you start judging me and calling me insane, just listen to this. I personally think the skull of Ferrus Manus hold some significance to his return, to his spirituality in the galaxy. I think that's why Horus kept it in his Chaos Temple, because that way he could bring back Ferrus and guide Sanguinius to him for their fateful duel. I personally think wherever that skull of Ferrus Manus is, this is the beacon to Ferrus Manus's spirit. If you have the skull, you have the spirit of Ferrus Manus. What we need is answers. Where is the skull of Ferrus Manus? Like, Dawn's fist is on the phalanx. That's a sacred relic to the Imperial Fist and all the sons of Rogel Dawn. We know Ferrus's skull is not with the Iron Hands. If it was with the Iron Hands, they'd be using it as, like, I don't know, a digital porta potty or something. They'd be sticking their gene seed in it on a regular basis, the bunch of bloody weirdos, right? But we know it's not with the Iron Hands. Where the hell is it? Who has Ferrus's skull? The only real answer to this, it must be with the Inquisition. Why is the Inquisition keeping Ferrus Manus's skull? Why are they not giving it back to the Iron Hands as a sacred relic for their chapter? It doesn't make sense. It must hold some more significant value that we don't know about. Something dark, something deadly is up with Ferrus Manus's skull, his bones. Maybe they don't want to give it back just in case people want to clone it. We know we can clone Primarchs. Well, Fabius Bile can clone Primarchs. I'm sure Belisarius Call is on that level as well. His gene work, along with Fabius, is probably up there. Maybe they don't want it to fall into hands like that, so you can start cloning the Primarchs, that genetic material, unlock it, and start bringing it back. We know in the law, the new law, right, that the Emperor has left breadcrumbs for someone like Belisarius Call to put the puzzle together and then bring a new age of Primarchs upon us. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe the final piece of the puzzle is the skull of Ferrus Manus that unlocks the future that scares the Inquisition. That's why they're keeping it away, because the Inquisition want power, and slowly but surely, with every loyalist Primarch returning to the setting, the Inquisition loses a finger placed on that sword. They're losing it to these new beings, the sons of the Emperor themselves. We've seen it in the lore. Planets giving themselves to the Lion and overthrowing planetary governors. This is what they fear. They fear the population, not fearing them. They are holding something that is dear to us, that we need, and it needs to be unleashed. I've blown the doors off. It's up to you guys now to charge in and take everyone out. Put on your foil hats, brothers, and charge into the mist